range day. I definitely know that. So we'll just have you do that first. Then, how in depth is it? Is that like the 30 minutes, 45, or?
I mean, I I could cover weapon conditions, weapon safety, fucking buddy rushing, and then with uh with Semper Sexy's help, I can cover Battle Drill 1, which is just a basic battle drill that the army does.
Right.
If I will give granted, it's a basic thing that can teach basic flanking.
Okay,
Mm,
let's do that. I mean, yeah,
and then and then from
depending on
there
how fast.
I can run the range, starting from the 500 all the way down to the shooting drills.
Right. Well, perfect. We have a two-man team right there. We have a buddy system already.
Wow.
Just throw brother.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Congrats.
Shut the fuck up, girl.
How are you? You know, I always wonder, sister,
I'm just fucking
is
with
it
y'all.
like dog cat? Cat dog, but it's horse rabbit.
Horse bunny. Horse bunny,
Yeah.
horse bunny, horse bunny, horse bunny, horse bunny, horse bunny, horse bunny.
Okay. Well, so
My
Drake
mama was a
joined.
horse and my daddy was a rabbit.
My dad was around, didn't know how.
Oh no, wait, it's a reversed order because the rabbit warriors don't get that many males.
Yes. So
Yes.
they should have more horse characteristics then.
Alrighty then. Shall I get the class?
Sure.
All right, everybody. Hello, welcome. I am Captain Phantom 309, and I will be teaching you about weapon conditions. Weapon conditions are the amount of safeties that are in the way before your weapon is in a condition that is dangerous, most dangerous. Yes. All right. Right here, I have a Type 89. This is going to be similar and mostly applied to you and basic standard battle rifle and basic standard rifles. All right. This is condition 4. Condition 4, weapon. No mag in weapon. No round in chamber. The weapon is unsafe. Now, condition 3. Mag inserted. No round in chamber. Weapon unsafe. Condition 2 does not apply to the Type 89 or Type 64 weapon system. It applies to open bolt guns. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it applies
Could
to
you
you.
explain what that? Could you explain what that is?
I actually don't know. That from what I can tell, I actually don't know what condition 2 entails. All I know is it applies to open bolt weapons.
That's for machine guns.
Yes.
And
Well,
it's-
yeah, but what is it?
The bolt is forward.
Right.
Bolt is forward. Box,
Yeah.
chain, belt in. I don't fucking know. That one I don't. That one I didn't.
Basically, the belt is in and the bolt is forward. That way it won't go off.
You're gonna.
Pull the trigger.
I'm gonna have to go over that with you. Yeah. Anyway, condition 1, very simple. Mag inserted. Round in chamber. Weapon is still unsafe. This is technically the most dangerous condition that you can have because you got a round in the chamber. You got a round in the danger tube. Any questions over the weapon conditions?
No doubts.
Why the fuck do you say no doubts? All right. Alrighty then, cool. Now I will roll into what I like to do is treat, never keep, keep. Treat your weapon as if it were loaded. Never point your weapon at anything you don't intend to shoot. Keep your weapon on safe until you are ready to fire. Keep your finger and straight and off the trigger until you intend to fire. Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. If I were to hand this off to Hans now, I would still check my chamber before I would give it to him. Basic fucking safety. And never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. My target's over there. I want to shoot my target, so I'm going to point it at the target. But one thing that I'm not going to do is flag y'all. This is flagging. The barrel is pointed towards y'all, or a friendly, or a civilian, or something you do not want to shoot.
Huh.
Any questions over the terms of flagging?
No, sir.
All right, cool. Keep your weapon unsafe until you are ready to fire. Simple. Just keep your physical safety on so you can click your trigger and it won't go off. Keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you intend to fire. Is same concept. You've already removed the safety because you're ready to fire. But until you intend to send a bullet into something, you keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you pull it. Intent and being ready is the key words there. Any questions over treat, never keep, keep?
No, sir.
What's treat?
Barbara.
And don't you say fucking carrots.
So basically, always treat your weapon like if it was loaded.
Never.
Never point your weapon at anything you don't tend to shoot.
All right. That first keep.
Make sure the gun is always empty.
Keep your weapon on safe until you are ready to fire. I'm gonna disable my fucking contacts. Anyway. What's that last keep, Major?
Keep your finger off the trigger until you intend to fire.
All right. Any questions over treat, never keep, keep?
No, sir.
Out friggin' standing. Weapon conditions, treat, never keep, keep. All right. Let's kick it over to the range, and we're gonna cover the basic battle drill, or not battle drill yet, buddy rushing, and then we'll do battle drill. Specifically, battle drill 1. You should know that one. All right, everybody, follow me. Let's go. Let's do it. Ah!
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do we not have a teleport? We do have a teleport.
We do have teleport. We do shooting range.
Did our PT all the way over here. So cool. So fast.
We should have roleplay walked it.
Wow, we're all tired. We did our fucking LARP ass fucking.
You want me to help teach
All
the
right.
buddy team rush or whatever?
Yeah, that's exactly why I asked you to be here.
Okay.
All right. For this part, I will be assisted by the sergeant. All right. Go ahead. Take it away.
All right, buddy team rushes. Everybody knows communication, right? Telling your friend, hey, I'm moving up, moving, cover me. It's 3 forms of action. Cover me while I move. I got you covered. Moving, and then you're set. That final set allows you to tell your buddy that he's clear to move up. So it's called leapfrogging. You'll move, he'll move. You'll move, he'll move. Till you get to the enemy fortification or whatever you need to take down. So, the 3 things that a rusher should say is cover me while I move, moving, and then set. You will not say these things until your partner acknowledges your comment. So cover me while I move. The other person will say, I got you covered. And looks like they passed out. Cool. EC, you already get the MO. I'm guessing, right? I haven't
Yeah.
gone over this with you like 1,000 times.
Yeah. I remember from the
Specifically
last
for you.
training.
Specifically for you, are you not gonna spray your goddamn machine gun like it's Call of Duty?
Nope.
Good.
It's a water hose.
We're gonna wait for official kit to get back, and then we'll go over the last bit of it, and then we'll get into the buddy rush. If not, then I'll just have a volunteer help you out.
There you are.
Freaking
Welcome back.
If you just do the buddy rushing, do you want me to go and get like a rifle or something instead?
You can use the machine gun. Everybody has to buddy rush, even with the machine gun.
Yeah.
Eventually.
All right,
So let's go ahead and give him an example first.
hang on. So, 3 communication titles. Cover me while I move, moving, and set. When are you going to say the word set?
When he's behind me.
No, particularly you're going to say you're set when you get to the fortification you're going to arrive at. Once you say set, that gives him clearance to start moving. All right, we're going to give you a demonstration. Let's go from section 8 all the way up to midsection. All right. All right, let's not fire. We're just going to demonstrate movements.
You know, I'm unsafe.
All right. Yeah, I'll just...
Gotta make sure I'm unsafe.
All right. Contact. Bang, bang. Cover me while I move.
Covering.
Moving. Set.
Moving.
I got you covered.
Set.
Cover me while I move.
Covering.
Yep, I'm safe.
Moving.
Move.
Set.
Moving.
Got you covered.
Set.
All right. Do I have any questions so far?
Nothing for me.
Obviously, you're going to be shooting when this happens, but does anything I've demonstrated or we've demonstrated at all confusing, or is it pretty cut and dry?
Pretty simple.
Very cut and dry.
All right, cool. So, from here, we're going to start the buddy team live fire then. We're going to have you rushing from here to the first barrier, and then second teammate will move to the barrier afterwards. We are going to demonstrate with live rounds, so you'll actually be shooting at us.
Yep.
That way you can utilize cover. As apparent that there's no cover there, just imagine that we're shooting at you. So you'd probably take cover if this is a wooded area, bushes, or urban area. You'd be behind cover, barriers. But for the sake of demonstration today, for simplicity, you're just going to pretend like those bullets are passing through you.
Yep.
So I want you to set yourself here and here. Get ready. Talk amongst each other. Decide who's going to go rush first, because communication is always key in these types of conditions.
Yep.
Keep your weapon on safe and ready to fire. And once you start seeing gunfire your way, that's when you start. Okay?
You want me or you to move first?
You.
Copy. You might want to go over on the other side over there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We are waiting on being able to fire before the firing.
Yeah.
You can't just rush out yet.
Not yet.
Alrighty then. Hello there, everybody. We are going to do our first run for this. They will be shooting back, so
Yep.
eh.
Eh.
prepare to rush. And we're live.
Yep.
Contact.
Preparing to move.
Gain fire superiority. Gain fire superiority before you
Preparing-
move.
Yeah.
Shoot!
God. Hvorfor siger du det? Preparing to move.
Ready.
Moving. Set. You can. I'm ready when you are.
He said set.
Moving.
Preparing to move. Moving.
Go. Reloading.
Set.
Moving.
Preparing to move.
Good.
That machine
Moving.
gun is giving you so much fucking trouble.
It does. Set.
Reloading.
For fuck's sake.
Moving.
For...
Ah, crap.
Yep. Wait. Preparing to move. Just not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I think. I think they're having difficulties. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Died.
yeah, because of freaking my
If you lag, if you need to reset your hardware, go ahead and do that. I won't complain. I can take over for you. So do you
Alright.
need to do that? Do you need to refresh yourself?
Yeah, I forgot to. Put my gun
Okay.
on 50 first. Alright, I'll be back.
I can be with you. I'm gonna be with you.
Yep.
We're gonna continue from here.
Yep. You wanna move out first, or shall I?
Oh wait. Oh, never mind. They're coming back. They're resetting
So
hardware.
that's
They're
fine.
resetting hardware.
It looks like we did enough of like what we need to do. So how did they do?
In terms of communication portion, syncing with VR chat is gonna be the big main issue here, because saying cover me while I move is saying that whole string of things is gonna be hard to hear, and also trying to listen to the other person is also gonna be kind of hard to hear. But other than that, I like what I see.
Okay.
Cover me while I move. They were doing the sequence. It's just the sequence isn't flowing as smooth as it could be.
That's fine. As long as they're doing the sequence, I can get past the hardware limitations. That's not their fault. It's
'Cause
if
it's
they
VR
can
chat at
actually
that point.
say the stuff. Yeah, because if they can say the stuff, that's all that matters. I don't mind if there's a delay, because at the end of the day, this is fucking VR.
This is a video game.
Yeah, but if they can communicate what they're gonna do, then it's fine.
Yeah, I was about to just go in with fucking Isaac here and just do the rest of the range with him, and then
If,
probably do a run through with
Yeah.
with the other
What
one.
I was about to suggest was, since if official Kit doesn't come back, we could just use him as a dummy and do our like basic training, with him. Be a good shadow
Wow.
box, because I haven't prepped it. I'm probably just gonna read off of the paper I made, we can go through like all the basic stuff that we had originally for our basic, and then we can just roll right into like a buddy team. Notionally do it. We don't have to go through everything, like have them actually do it. We just notionally speak about it.
Fair enough. For the most part, official, since that person is just like already technically a fully qualified member, wasn't really. Once you said basic, I'm like, we have that on Sunday, but you know what, whatever.
What?
Well,
we're
we're
practicing
good
for
on
the
that.
basic. Do you want to show up like without having
And
at
not
least
know what the fuck we're
done
talking
the
about?
stuff?
No.
Exactly. So we're going to utilize this time to like properly prep. When I taught a course at the academy for NCO school, I literally went through it 3 times at night, speaking as if I had an audience before I actually went to present. I taught how to do weapon malfunctions and like weapons like safety.
All right, cool.
So that's what
All right,
we'll do.
Gooblin. All right, Gooblin. Plant yourself here.
Yep.
We'll do a dry run through, or we'll do a run through with official kit. I'll be with them, since me and them got a rifle.
Do you want me to just stay
What do
here?
you want to do?
Are we gonna do the fucking the thing?
The basic stuff? Well, let's spawn and like have everybody go back to like the original area where we like do all the like basic stuff, and then we could like get on with the additionals.
I mean, I was
Better
gonna
now.
do. I was gonna do the fucking get them through this because this is a training range. This is a training
you
range. So
want to continue with the buddy team? Got it.
yeah, because
Okay.
yeah. Well, I'll run through this with you. Are you in America?
Yeah.
Okay, so we should have less ping between the two of us then.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
Issa, you're gonna be up for right now.
Copy.
If one of you wants to monitor it, then go ahead.
I'll monitor it.
All right, let's go.
Issa, do op 4.
Yeah.
Listen, when I raise my left hand, you raise it to show that you're ready. When I raise both hands, that means you can start shooting.
Yep.
But you have to raise your left hand first so you know that I'm ready and
Yep.
you're ready. All right.
Oh boy, machine gun time.
Yippee! Moment. I can't see that well because of crest limitations, but yeah.
No, I'll let you know if you can't see.
Yeah.
There, 1 arm, 2 arm.
2 arm.
Go.
Yep.
Yep. Go.
So we can shoot.
Shed Phantom all it goes. Nighthawk. Loading. All right, push back. Start pushing
Yep.
back.
Starting to push back. I ran away.
Okay.
Going to reload.
Yep, doing a reload. Loading.
Copy. Reloading.
Okay, you can hold.
Got good cover.
Set.
Index. Just remember that each time a statement is made, a response is in order. Just like a conversation. If I say something, you'll say something back. It's no different in Battlefield. He'll say something, you respond to it. Even if it's just a copy or Roger, it's an acknowledgement that makes you understand that you're on the same page. Because if he says moving and you don't respond, he's gonna just keep running. And the more
Copy.
separate you get, the more distance you receive from each other, the less likely you'll be able to hear each other. That's why you want to move together
Copy
as a
that.
group. A little bit of distance, but enough for communication ways.
You're roughly somewhere between where the audio cutoff happens. Somewhere before that would be better. So it's roughly around like 5 meters,
Yeah.
which is the exact thing that should be happening, because when you're rushing,
Mhm.
say I'm behind you. The thing that I like to say in my head is, I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. That is the exact
Roger.
thing you should be saying, because that gives you enough time and enough distance. Because the buddy rushes is not a very fast thing. It's a constant thing. It's not very fast in gaining ground.
Think of it as 3 to 5 seconds of a rush. You're running for 3 to 5 seconds. Same thing applies for machine gun bursts, 3 to 5 seconds. When it comes to anything Battlefield related, just remember 3 to 5 seconds is probably your best bet. And if you don't know anything and like you can't think, 3 to 5 seconds is always going to be the perfect margin. And that literally applies for everything. Even parachute jumps is like 3 to 5 seconds for the chute to deploy. So if you're forgetting something and you need to figure out a time length, 3 to 5 seconds.
Yeah, I need to remember that.
Yeah, we don't want to be rushing half the length of a football field.
Yeah. If you can run a football field in 3 to 5 seconds, the enemy won't hit you. And I think that's pretty
Jesus
impressive.
Christ.
But
Jesus
But
Christ, you're fucking
odds
doing
are
this.
odds are you'll probably go maybe 10 meters at most. 10,
I
maybe 15
completely
meters.
forgot the range script. I forgot the things that oh my god. There's a whole script that
What
I had
range script?
that I had for this. There's an actual fucking just marksmanship range script that we have that I based off of the
Oh.
Marine Corps.
That's fine.
I remember that.
All right. Time is 11:03. Hans, what is the next thing? Do you want to take over for the range? Because you actually have it pulled up.
I mean, depends on how long because you guys were gonna go over the other
Oh,
stuff,
do you want-
right?
Yeah, we do want to go over that as practice. So essentially, what's
Well,
going
we'll
on
just
right
leave
now?
this as like the range. We'll just leave this as like the range element because there's only 2 of us. Well, two people.
2 of them.
So, yeah.
So do you want us to go over the extension, or do you want to continue with this class?
We'll do the extension. It's fine.
All right. So listen up. We, as officers and higher ranking NCOs, have decided to extend basic training for new recruits for the purpose of perfecting their performance in RP for Gate. We noticed a lot of decrease in quality when it comes to understanding and operating in operations for new guys. So this whole intended purpose is to extend, help them get more understanding, and like maybe even be able to squad lead coming out of basic. So you two are going to be basically our test dummies for the new basic training that we're going to present to the NCOs and officers on Sunday. So Everybody
Okay.
respawn and head back to training camp. That's where we're gonna go over the entire motions of the original. Training area. Let's go. All right. So this isn't going to flow smoothly because we still are practicing ourselves. That's why we're doing it now for the real presentation on Monday. So, but
Mhm.
your input is also well noted. So if you have anything you want to bring up when we're teaching this, it'll definitely be appreciated. So we can initially go over the original part of the basic, which was gates.
Everybody already received that.
Yeah, the gate, everything that everybody else receives. So formation, gate, weapon handling, your menus, as well as your avatars. So from there, and sometimes people do the obstacle course and sometimes people don't. I personally like people doing the obstacle course, but if we're going to be on a time crunch for said purpose, maybe we should leave that out because it just adds maybe 10 minutes of time. So we'll just probably skip the obstacle course and leave that for like a training event where we have people do the obstacle and then shoot or something like a stress test. Anyways, let me pull up the document I'm going to go over because like I have it pulled up on my Google Docs.
Like for instance, for new recruits.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going to be in the role of new recruits for this demonstrated purpose.
Remember,
I'm
be
sending
as
you to the
retarded
glue
as
factory.
possible.
Not
You
again.
can ask questions and stuff. But
You know what? You've lost horse privileges. Go grab the basic combat avatar now.
all right.
You know, you're really good. Just turn off your horse stuff. You've been dehorsed.
Oh.
And,
I'm 41 serious.
The basic revamp proposal.
he's
Yes.
dehorsed.
Okay.
So-
fucking hell.
All right, so essentially the purpose of our basic training is to like have better teamwork coordination, clear communication, situational awareness, a little bit of discipline, professionalism. I see a lot of people fucking around when they spawn in, and even during the mission, they don't take shit seriously. While having fun is always
I noticed
apparent.
that as well.
While having fun is always apparent. We want you to have fun, but sometimes there is a time and place for us to do RP stuff
LARP.
and LARP. So we want that as a good, clear indication of when and where it's appropriate. And we also have why something is done than just saying it. So we already talked about weapons, the 4 stages of weapon, like, you know, safety. So like
Mhm.
is doing this appropriate to ISA in
No.
RP? Obviously not, because it demonstrates a lack of discipline. So the first thing we want to go over is muzzle awareness. We already did that earlier, so we won't go over it again. We want to also talk about like customs and courtesies, chain of command, and then reloading drills, and then of course the 4 stages of weapon safety. But let's start with basic customs and courtesies. So in the original basic training, we talk about like formations, front face, and then of course the formations we never use, which is diamond and column. So we'll probably like what we'll most likely do for that portion is like summarize it as best as we can and move on from it. We don't want to repeat a lot of things from that. We just want to acknowledge that we taught it. But in reality, the only thing these new recruits are really going to need is a formation of a rank and left face, and then of course maybe a stagnant column, and then a wedge. All right, so let me see what else. Chain of command. I do think that like people need to understand the rank structure. Like there is a big difference between a captain and a master sergeant, and people need to really recognize the in-betweens of that. So basically what I'll do when I go over basic training is I'll say each rank. So we got private, we got corporal, private first class, corporal, sergeant, was it staff sergeant,
Sergeant
then
first
master
class. Sergeant first class.
and then master sergeant, sergeant major, and then warrant officer,
Warrant officer.
lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, whole 9 yards. It's definitely something we need to acknowledge. Now they don't have to memorize it; they just have to know it. All right. Okay, so basic firing positions. So now we're gonna get into like the weapons. So we already talked about weapon orientation, different like areas to go over, muzzle awareness, and then safe direction. We already talked about that. So when we're not in RP or if we're not in combat, muzzle's always going to be pointed down, never up, because if we board a helicopter, we do not want rounds going off and hitting the helicopter rotors or the internal mechanics. So it's always going to be pointed down.
Mm-hmm. That kind of reminds me that last mission we did on that snowing map. I noticed someone accidentally fired off a round and it hit the ceiling and went right through the plates.
Which is exactly why we're going to maintain proper weapon orientation to downwards. You don't want to shoot shit in the sky because where's the bullet going to go? Straight back to the ground. So if anything were to happen, like a negligent discharge, it'd be down at the ground or in someone's foot, which is way better than going in somebody's head.
Kurt Cobain POV.
Essentially. So, basic firing positions. This is just going to be brief. So you got the pretty obvious one, standing. Then you got kneeling and prone, which barely anyone uses. I don't have full body, so I can't go in prone, but we're just going to talk about that. Standing, prone, and kneeling. Next up, we have friendly
question.
fire.
Isn't there another one where you sitting on your butt and you have your rifle on your knee?
There's never going to be a time where you're sitting in combat. Sitting
Unless
and
you're
firing
recon.
is like, unless you're a sniper or a long-range marksman, there's no sitting in combat. All right, tactical movement. When we're about to breach it, we're about to move. Weapons always facing forward, or if you're in other parts of the formation, you'll be pointed in another direction. So the person will always be pointing in the back. Front men will always be pointing in the front, and then people in the middle will be either to the left or to the right. Make sense?
So basically,
Alright.
basically
So
security.
Exactly. All right, skylining. So that's pretty simple. Say we're on a hill, and like the enemy horizon is somewhere here. As you can see, he's moving to a location that's up on the edge. Skylining keeps your silhouette apparent in a way, and we do not want that. If you're going to go over a hill, you want to maintain a low silhouette. So crouching, moving between trees is way better than just standing out in the open like a fool.
That's a good way to get yourself shot.
And then we talked about sprinting, crouching, available cover. That makes sense, obviously. So available cover. First thing you do when you get shot at, what do? You return fire and then
And then you take
then pass out,
yeah.
apparently.
then take cover. And then assess the
Take cover,
situation.
correct. And then maintain awareness while moving. So when your buddy team fire rushes, you're always going to be facing the enemy. You're never going to look down. You're going to look away, look around. You're facing the enemy, and you're always fighting the enemy. That enemy does not leave your sight at any time unless they go to cover or whatnot. In that case, you're looking at their last known location. All right, radio communications. So this is a big one that we're introducing to basic training. A lot of people yap on the microphone when really on the mic, you want to make clear call-outs and like concise reports. You don't want to say like a whole description like, I think they're enemies to the north. I think there's like 500 of them, and then they're going to be coming over the hill, and like they're wearing all these types of uniforms. No. if you're going to call something on the radio, call a distance, direction, and a description. Enemy, 50 meters, 12 o'clock, red uniform, or camouflage gray uniform. That's all that needs to be said when it comes to that communication. Call signs. So we usually do a system with like Alpha team and Bravo team. It can kind of mix up when it comes to like, the phonetic alphabet. Like we're going to objective Alpha. Okay, now you have objective Alpha and you have Alpha team. How are you going to differentiate that in the heat of the moment? We can't. So from now on, we're going to start using the armbands as our main form of like differentiating teams. So if you're on blue team, you'll be blue. Blue 1, blue 2, blue actual will be the squad leader. And then you have red actual, red 1, red 2. You can, if you really wanted to, you could like do variations of it. So team blue will be like aqua or something along those lines, and red will be crimson. Just keep it distinct, keep it different from the phonetic alphabet. Okay? Acknowledging instructions. So we already talked about like communication on a buddy team fire rush, right? If I say something, you need to respond. Otherwise, I don't know if you're on the right page as me. And then unnecessary radio traffic. So it's like basically, if you're going to yap on the mic, you're taking up valuable time and resources from other people who need to hear in combat, or people who need to announce something more important. So say, for instance, Issa has a casualty, and he's telling me everything he's doing to the casualty, like, oh, I'm giving him this amount of medicine, I'm giving him a breathalyzer, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. He's just going to tell me he's providing first aid to a casualty. That's all I need to know. I don't need the specifics. I don't need to hear what type of injuries they are and like how long it's going to take for an evac. Just tell me he's treating a casualty and he's going to call in medevac. That's all.
Oh, do the radios still work on our avatars? That make
Yes.
that when you press down?
Yeah.
We're actually
but
we're
you
actually
did the
flying
program.
through this really well. We're already on module 5. All right, so reacting to contact. We already went over this briefly. You want to like say what you said to official kit before when it came to reacting to contact?
All right. So this is what you can call an immediate action drill. So say we're patrolling and we get shot from our right. The first thing you're going to call is contact. Face the direction. You're going to face that direction. Fire 2 to 3 shots in that direction that you took fire from, right? Now you're going to take cover behind anything, the ground, get low, take cover. It's deliberate. Now, once you're in cover, you're going to spot where the enemy is. This is where that DDD comes in. Fucking direction, distance, whatever, all that crap, description.
And
so like
description.
contact 50 meters front by that tree. Fucking, and then from there you fire accurately. Put shots as close as you can to that target.
Description can be anywhere from where they're hiding behind, what building they're in, or even the type of uniforms and what the combatant looks like. So you can say 50 meters, 12 o'clock, U-shaped building, because you saw the shots coming from that building, or a tree line. Basically anything that I can like in that moment just make a final like check and see and do.
Just like
Basically,
enemy fire
basically,
left
like-
building, right, like that, Victor.
All right, official kit. There's 50 meters in front of you. There's an enemy next to that box. What are you gonna say?
Contact. I turn to the that rotation. 50 meters.
RTR.
Around
12 o'clock.
that box over there. 12 o'clock.
What's the
in front of that
description?
box.
Okay.
Type 4 camouflage.
You don't have to say all that. Just like quick and to the point. To the box.
Mhm.
Okay. Now I know that's a box, and I can like get my gun in that direction and start shooting too. That's what you
No, no,
want. You
yeah.
don't want to give. You don't want to give a whole like level of description, like Type 4 uniforms, to different types of machine guns, all that. Nope. I want immediate gunfire that direction. You can add a description later, like enemies have 2 machine guns. You can say that after we all start giving fire. But the most important thing is the immediate reaction.
Which is,
Yeah.
it's literally this.
Sorry about that. I still remember some stuff from Recon. From when I was in
Man,
Recon.
50 meters, front.
Enemy has 2 rocket launchers and wearing Type 4 uniforms, but I said that after the fact, now that we're all shooting at him.
Mhm.
So we already know where the contact is, we already seen what they look like, and we're already doing fire superiority. So now I can give the detailed description of like 2 machine guns, wearing pink D-pad camouflage, etc. You can
That's
like add
that's
whatever
okay.
you want, as long as yeah. I have a pair of trousers that are pink D-pad. But yeah.
I never see the camouflage that
It's Russian.
it's Russian.
Yep. All right. So
Wow.
next up, we're going to talk about casualty and teammate procedure. This more or less applies to medics, but everybody's going to have a casualty with no medic around, so we're going to go over it. So,
Mhm.
basically, when you communicate somebody is down, you can say friendly down, enemy or casualty. We got friendly down, whatnot. Don't make it a whole situation about it, or like a whole
Mhm.
a sentence. You say friendly down, maybe a direction too. And don't abandon him. I've seen this countless times in RP where people just see their buddy down and they just keep going because they assume like I don't know that they're already dead. You should at least try to check to see your casualty if they're alive or not, and then have one person or yourself like drag the teammate back and then assess, because then you can pull a medic. You can pull a medic and call for appropriate
can-
support.
Yeah. We can also ask them if they're breathing or not.
Yeah, you can like
Well,
see the lore of that, because like they'll give you a description and whatnot. So
Mhm.
we have revives. I think there's a rule against revives depending on the operation. So depending on the
how many
mission,
respawns we got and all that, yeah.
yeah, we can like say
I
a GM will probably be the one to say, all right, he's dead, have him respawn and whatnot. But like that should all be communicated with you. And then
Mhm.
knowing your hierarchy. So if your squad leader dies, you should be able to know who's second in command of that squad.
Mhm.
So when you're setting up a team, know who's going to be the squad leader and who's going to be the next in charge and the person who's in third in charge. Because shit will hit the fan, especially if you're running a team.
Mhm.
So we're down to our last module, actually. We actually flew through this pretty quick by just explaining shit. I think we could do this in like 40 minutes. All right. So we're going to move into the final field. Oh, well, this is just the final field exercise where we go over everything we talked about and whatnot. So it's called FTX. That's what we call it in the military, field training exercise. So we would just go over everything that we covered, from following basic instructions to weapon handling. We'll just go over everything, and you'll try to do it the best you can. I don't think we'll have a grading scale for that. I think we'll just see if they're competent to be a part of the RP.
Yeah,
I gotta remember,
essentially look.
did
and
we do that in the
fix
Marine
if they
Corps?
Did anything?
What?
I gotta remember that. I gotta remember. Did we do that in the Marine Corps? I gotta remember that.
Yeah, it's
we
called the fucking. It was called the Crucible.
Yeah. Now I remember.
And
Yeah,
in the
but
Army,
I-
it's called basic or FTX.
I definitely agree with no grading, probably just like assistance if they messed up in something or something they can improve on readily.
Yeah,
At least.
and then like
So-
we'll make last minute comments on like what
Contact.
they need to improve on.
Yeah,
Contact,
not
50
shit like
meters,
that.
12 o'clock. Yep.
It's gonna shit out of me. I was like, who the fuck is?
I was about
Alright.
to be like, "Da-da-da-da-da-da."
All right, so yeah, and then I made on the notepad, like at the very bottom, after action review. So after they've done their FTX, we will have them after action review, make note of everything we saw and everything that was wrong. But essentially, we
Yes.
just covered everything we wanted to introduce to the group. So, in my opinion, we
Yeah.
could knock all this out with the additions plus the regular basic in like an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes.
Hmm. Well, then the DI will have to make sure, yeah, just
Then we press the.
say, hey, what are some strengths? Because I think the one thing that we
Yeah,
kind of dropped on is like
Card
making
back,
sure that
50
DIs
meters.
can go and like let
You're
other
in that
DIs
box.
know like its strengths, weaknesses, and stuff like that.
Oh, we
yeah,
actually
that's what will be in
firing.
the after action
Target
report.
down.
What
Yeah.
went well, what can be improved, and what should we do different next time? And then I also made a note on my final page about like it should be a foundation. We are not teaching CQB, leadership, or specialized weapons. We're just doing the basic shit.
Yeah.
Because we could always have trainings in the future for CQB. Because God knows Pingu loves CQB.
I don't mind like
There's a
say
recon
something,
element.
Hey, if they have questions and the DI knows like an answer to that, then they can answer. But like yeah.
Fuck's going on here?
Good.
Oh
All
my
right,
god.
everybody, stand up. We're gonna do an after action report. All right, so basically, everything we've covered and everything that's been done here today, along with including the buddy team fire rushes, what do you think? What should be added? What's good? What's not good? And what should be improved?
I just feel that we should do more like buddy training stuff personally, so that we can respond more in the combat. Because
Okay, so yeah, we have the buddy team fire rush, and we have communications already in the plan. So we're gonna have them actually do that. We're not just saying it. I just skipped a good portion of it because we just did it.
Yeah,
But we're gonna actually have them do communication and buddy team rushing. We're gonna explain it as a class, and then we'll have them do it, and then we'll move on to the next module. That's how it's gonna work in basic. All right. Anything else?
I will just saying because I noticed that a lot of like deaths in like operation and stuff like that could have been avoided if like the buddy system was a little bit more like
Yeah. So
better.
we already will cover that with the buddy team fire rush, but understand that in events and operations, you're gonna die no matter what, because that's just the nature of how the GMs and how people set things up for these events. I've died many times and whatnot.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll wait till we're after they're done with this because I
Alright.
do have a suggestion for the models.
All right.
Oh,
Do you
this
have
is
any
pertaining to the
AR?
models. So
AARs.
the basic will remain the same. All this extension stuff, I do like where it's going. FTX, how is that going to play? Are we going to have dedicated time to that, or are we just going to run that until the end once we get there? Once we covered everything.
Well, we're gonna cover everything and then run the FTX just to see how they remembered and retained all this information, and then we'll give them the
Okay.
actual aspirin report. Like, here's what you did well, here's what you didn't do well. Study up on this, etc. And then we'll just end it right there. Their FTX is
Alright.
essentially their graduation requirement.
It would
Okay.
also
Fair enough.
probably be a good idea to ask the same thing how we asked like both Isaac and Knight. Probably a good idea to also send it out to like, hey, maybe if they have any questions or some things that like maybe they got confused and they still don't know for sure, but they're going with it like that. It's like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna bring it up anymore, but like, yeah, maybe like this could be touched up
Yeah.
or maybe something else. So
hmm I'm okay with that. That's what the after action
Yeah.
report is. It's feedback and it's like performance.
yeah.
All
That's what we'll
right.
do. All right. Do you have anything official, Kit?
I was thinking basically after basic training, maybe they should take a test on what they remember.
Well, that's what the FTX is.
FTX
That's
is
what
the
the
test.
FTX is.
I mean,
is the
in
test.
in the classroom.
Well,
Oh.
why would they need to
No.
take a written test? It's
I
gonna
don't
all
really-
be
I don't-
field grade.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't really like doing forms. I don't think anybody wants to willingly do a form. We're not a Roblox
No.
group.
I don't
Yeah.
want
I think they've
I
already
don't want
spent
this.
Recon.
if they've been already in here for an hour and a half, like at most, if it takes like the longest time, Dude, I don't think anyone
I know,
wants to do an
Recon.
extra form.
I was
on
there.
top of
With
that.
all due respect,
be
I don't
honest.
want it to end up like in BAF training, so it was like a billion
not-
different sort of like dev questions.
We're not
Yeah.
going to do BAF training. We're only going to go over what we covered, which is communication, buddy team, and then like the
Practical shit.
practical.
Yeah, practical.
Yeah.
It's
things.
called
I hate
basic training for a reason.
Hands-on.
We're not doing CQB. We're not doing like machine gun talking guns bullshit. We're doing just the standard basic communication movements and whatnot.
Mhm.
That's the whole point of this training. We're doing the basic of basics.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's form Hunt. Major, it is back in your hands.
Okay, alright, sorry, my faceplate is like... The batteries on my faceplate for my index is not, like, wanting to stay on. I really do love that. Anyway, Geet events?
Ready at a
Ready
time.
Time.
Yeah, at ease, you guys are good to go. So,
Yippee.
by the
Here,
way,
I
Phantom,
need
you
to
said
talk-
you want...
Oh yeah, you do. You take care of that, and then come talk to me.
You just want infantry.
Alright.
You want... You want...
Oh boy.
Wounds. Wounds, Hunts. Grievous wounds.